Meteorite impacts on Earth have been a topic of fascination and fear for centuries, and it's easy to see why. The idea that a massive rock from space could come barreling toward our planet, threatening everything we know and love, is both thrilling and terrifying. Today, I want to take you on a journey through time, exploring the history of meteorite impacts on Earth, the science behind them, and the potential risks we face in the future. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's dive deep into the cosmos. First off, let's talk about what a meteorite actually is. A meteorite is simply a solid fragment of a meteoroid that survives its passage through the atmosphere and lands on Earth. When a meteoroid enters the atmosphere, it heats up due to friction with the air, creating a bright streak of light we call a meteor, or shooting star. If it makes it all the way to the ground, it's a meteorite. Simple, right? But the implications of these celestial travelers can be anything but simple. The history of meteorite impacts on Earth is a story written in scars across our planet's surface. One of the most famous impacts is the Chicxulub crater in Mexico, which is believed to have been caused by a meteorite about 10 kilometers wide. This event occurred around 66 million years ago and is famously linked to the mass extinction of the dinosaurs. Imagine that, a single impact leading to the demise of 3/4 of all species on Earth. It's a stark reminder of how powerful these cosmic events can be. But the Chicxulub impact was far from the only one. Earth has been bombarded by meteorites throughout its history, with craters scattered across the globe. The Barringer crater in Arizona, also known as Meteor Crater, is another well-known site. Formed about 50,000 years ago, this crater is a testament to the relatively recent history of meteorite impacts. It's fascinating to think that while human civilization has only existed for a fraction of that time, our planet has been shaped by these celestial collisions for billions of years. So, what causes these meteorites to come hurtling toward Earth in the first place? Most meteorites originate from the asteroid belt, a region between Mars and Jupiter filled with rocky debris left over from the formation of the solar system. Occasionally, gravitational forces, such as those from nearby planets, can nudge these asteroids out of their orbits, sending them on a collision course with Earth. Other sources include comets, which are icy bodies that can also break apart and become meteoroids. Now, you might be wondering how often these meteorites actually hit Earth. The truth is, small meteorites enter our atmosphere all the time. About 17 meteors per day are large enough to be seen as bright streaks in the sky. However, most of them burn up completely before they reach the ground. Larger impacts, like the one that created the Chicxulub crater, are much rarer. Estimates suggest that a significant impact event occurs roughly every 100,000 years. But the reality is that even smaller impacts can still have devastating effects, especially if they occur in populated areas. Let's consider the potential consequences of a meteorite impact. The immediate effects can be catastrophic. A large enough impact can release energy equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs, causing widespread destruction. The shockwave can flatten buildings, generate massive tsunamis if it strikes an ocean, and ignite fires over vast areas. The dust and debris thrown into the atmosphere can block sunlight, leading to a nuclear winter scenario where temperatures plummet and crops fail. The long-term effects can be just as dire, resulting in mass extinctions and altering the course of evolution on our planet. But it's not all doom and gloom. Scientists have been studying meteorite impacts for decades, and we've made significant strides in understanding these events and mitigating their risks. For instance, NASA has established programs to track near-Earth objects, or NEOs, which include asteroids and comets that come within 1.3 astronomical units of the Sun. By monitoring these objects, scientists can assess their trajectories and determine if any pose a threat to Earth. One of the most exciting developments in planetary defense is the DART mission, which stands for Double Asteroid Redirection Test. Launched in 2021, DART aims to test our ability to change the course of an asteroid by crashing a spacecraft into it. The target is a binary asteroid system called Didymos, which consists of a larger asteroid and a smaller moonlet that orbits it. By impacting the smaller moonlet, scientists hope to measure the change in its orbit and gather valuable data on how we might redirect a threatening asteroid in the future. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's happening right now. Moreover, the scientific community is united in the belief that we can and should prepare for the possibility of an impact. International collaborations, such as the Planetary Defense Coordination Office, PDCO, are working to share data and strategies to enhance our preparedness. Public awareness is also crucial. The more people understand the risks and the science behind meteorite impacts, the more support there will be for research and prevention efforts. Now, let's pivot a bit and talk about the psychological aspect of meteorite impacts. It's easy to get swept up in the fear of the unknown, especially when we think about something as uncontrollable as a meteorite hitting Earth. But it's important to remember that while the risks are real, they are also manageable. Just as we prepare for natural disasters like hurricanes or earthquakes, we can take steps to prepare for potential impacts. Educating ourselves and others, advocating for funding and research, and staying informed about scientific advancements are all ways we can contribute to planetary defense. Another fascinating aspect of meteorite impacts is the potential for them to bring life to Earth. Yes, you heard that right. Some scientists theorize that meteorites may have delivered the building blocks of life, such as amino acids and organic compounds, to our planet. This idea, known as panspermia, suggests that life could exist elsewhere in the universe and may have been seeded on Earth through meteorite impacts. So, in a way, these cosmic travelers may have played a role in our very existence. As we look to the future, the question arises: how can we further protect ourselves from the risks posed by meteorite impacts? One possibility is the development of advanced technologies for detecting and deflecting potentially hazardous asteroids. Concepts like kinetic impactors, gravity tractors, and even nuclear devices have been proposed as methods to alter an asteroid's trajectory. While these ideas may sound extreme, they highlight the innovative thinking that scientists are applying to this issue. Moreover, there's a growing interest in the role of private companies in planetary defense. Organizations like Planetary Resources and Asteroid Mining Corporation are exploring the potential of mining asteroids for resources. But they're also contributing to our understanding of these celestial bodies. By studying their composition and behavior, we can better assess the risks they pose and develop strategies for dealing with them. It's also crucial to foster a sense of global cooperation in addressing the threat of meteorite impacts. After all, an asteroid doesn't care about national borders. It poses a risk to all of humanity. International agreements and collaborations can enhance our collective ability to detect and respond to potential threats. The more we work together, the better equipped we'll be to face the challenges of the cosmos. In conclusion, meteorite impacts on Earth are a fascinating blend of history, science, and future risk. While the thought of a massive rock crashing into our planet can be unsettling, it's essential to approach the topic with a sense of curiosity and preparedness. By understanding the history of these impacts, the science behind them, and the steps we can take to mitigate their risks, we empower ourselves to face the future with confidence. So, the next time you gaze up at the night sky and see a shooting star, remember that it's not just a fleeting moment of beauty. It's a reminder of the vast universe we inhabit and the mysteries that lie beyond. Whether they bring destruction or the building blocks of life, meteorites are a part of our cosmic story, and it's up to us to write the next chapter. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the history and future of meteorite impacts on Earth. Now, let's keep looking to the stars, because who knows what else is out there waiting to be discovered.